Peace. You're listening to Mindful Honey Podcast. This is your co-host, Sharelle. Welcome. Peace, family. Let's breathe together. Welcome. I hope you're having a great day. Today, I wanted to share something with you. I saw a prompt on Instagram from Black Women Yoga Co. And it was a journal prompt. And I just loved it because it really made me think. So, I invite you to join me. And even if you do not have a journal next to you, it's okay. We can meditate on these questions or these prompts. Or you can go and grab your journal to make it an even more in-depth session. Be sure to pause between questions so that you have time to meditate on the question, meditate on the prompt before writing it down. So, the first prompt says, how can I be kinder to myself moment to moment? Man, it's so easy for us to be critical of ourselves and be so hard on ourselves. It's so easy to do that and a little bit harder to love ourselves more. And I believe that being kind is a way of showing love. So why not be kinder to ourselves? We'll be so kind to a stranger in the street. We'll hold the door for the next person. If someone dropped something, we'll let them know, pick it up for them. We are so kind. But what have you done for yourself lately? How have you been kind to yourself lately? And I love this prompt, especially because it says moment to moment. So there's no limit to the kindness that you can give yourself. And there shouldn't be. Moment to moment. As I go throughout my day, how can I be kinder to myself, more kind to myself? Take a moment to meditate on that. Even envision yourself going through your day, through your normal routine. Now, one thing that comes to mind when I think about being kinder to myself is to treat myself. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about even in moments where you're not necessarily doing anything. You're just in your head. How can you be more kind to yourself in your head? When we have that negative self-talk, when of course, we want to try something new or, maybe just something that we've never done before. We may have some doubts. But how far does it go? Do you find yourself down-talking yourself and maybe even calling yourself names? I remember, I don't know how long ago this was, but remember FML? Do people still say that? I don't even want to say it out loud. FML. People would say that all the time. They would text it. They would put it in captions. They would say it out loud when something just didn't go right in their lives. But think about the impact energetically that you are putting onto your life by saying that over and over. And that may be something really small that we just don't realize the impact that it has, especially when it's repetitive. Can you think of something like that that you may be doing to yourself? Oh man, I could never. Why even try? Oh God, I'm so clumsy. There's so many things that I have definitely said to myself that was not kind, even if it wasn't out loud. But guess what? I still heard it. And my body still felt it and embodied it. So how can I be kinder, more kind to myself? I love that one. The next prompt. What simple self-care can I incorporate into my daily routine? Now, I absolutely love this one. I am a geek for routines. I love creating new routines for myself, and it changes very often. I may have a routine one week and switch it up the next, and I'm constantly just shifting things to see what fits, what feels good, what I love most. And one of my biggest things is having a morning routine. So, and it all came from depression. To be honest with you, it came from waking up and feeling like, oh God, another day. I can laugh at it now in hindsight, but that mindset, I had to do something about it. And so I'm very particular about my morning routine. I do not wake up to an alarm. I make sure that before I open my eyes, I pray. There's certain things that are very small, but turn out to be huge when it comes to my everyday life, because that sets it in the morning. What I'm working on now is a nighttime routine. So it's a little bit harder for me. But what self-care can I add into my routine? Take a moment to think about that, or even list a few things. I know for me, I would love to start incorporating more face treatments for myself. I've always had really good skin, and just recently I've been having more breakouts and just noticing some things in my skin, and also taking on more clients that are getting facials or facial massages. And that has me wanting to care for my own face even better. So that's definitely one for me. The next prompt. What can I let go of that is not serving my growth or healing? Well, I'm sure we all could list so many things that we are willing to let go of and dismiss from our lives, for sure. There could be people, there could be jobs, routines, all kinds of things that could be holding us back. one thing I've noticed is once I started to shift my circle and change the people who I was surrounded around, I noticed that certain habits that may have been holding me back were no longer there. Not to say that people have that much control over you, but I mean birds of a feather, right? Anything that you're around, anything that you're associated with, you become that. But it doesn't just have to be people. It could definitely be habits, things that you do, maybe even on a daily basis, that is stunting your growth. Create a mental list or write down a list of things that you are willing to change, shift, let go of, release, dismiss, stop doing in order to succeed. I'm going to be super candid with you again. One of those things for me is weed. And my excuse has always been, well, it's really helpful for my mental health and helps me get through my anxiety. And, I don't really abuse it. I just use it when I need it, which is usually at the end of my day. However, I have noticed how it has stunted my growth. I have noticed how it can hold me back in some things. Even if it's just, instead of doing this, I could be doing something else more productive. What could that be for you? Next prompt. And this one is a feel-good one. When and with who do I feel my best? We should definitely know this. And not only know it, but utilize it. And make sure that we continue to do whatever it is and be with whoever that is. We always want to feel our best, right? When and with who do you feel your best? And this could also go along with the other prompts. Maybe things to let go, people to let go. Maybe routines. Is there a way that you could shift your routine to do more of what makes you feel your best? Is there a way that you can be around more people that make you feel your best? Absolutely. Who are those people? What are those things? I feel so good when I'm surrounded by love. When I'm surrounded by my good friends who make me feel comfortable and like I don't have to do anything special, or I could just be myself. I don't need to entertain. I don't need to be flamboyant in any way. I can just be me. That's what makes me feel my best. Also, I feel my best when I'm able to go in my closet and create a dope-ass outfit and feel good in it. Yes. What about you? Take a moment to jot some of these down and make a real effort to utilize these journal prompts as actions in your day-to-day life. I know I will. And it's all positive and pushes us more in the direction of where we want to go, how we want to be, how we want to feel, and who we want to be, and who we want to be around. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know. Write in the comments, shout us out, and let us know what some of your answers were, if you don't mind. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, peace. If you enjoyed today's episode, please, we encourage you to dive a little bit deeper. Check out our episode extras, either on our website or below in the description. We'll see you there. Peace.